September 2024 has arrived, and for horror fans, this marks the perfect time to dive into the shadows and uncover some hidden gems in the genre. While mainstream hits dominate the conversation, there are countless underrated horror films that often get overlooked. These lesser-known titles, tucked away on platforms like Prime Video and Shudder, offer unique and terrifying experiences that deserve a spotlight. If you're tired of the same old blockbusters and craving something fresh, these underrated movies deliver all the chills and thrills without the overexposure. In this list of the top 5 most underrated horror movies on Prime Video and Shudder, we'll explore films that masterfully play with fear, tension, and atmosphere, providing an eerie and unsettling viewing experience. These films may not have received the wide recognition they deserve, but they each offer something special that makes them stand out. Whether it's a terrifying storyline, unique cinematography, or bone-chilling performances, these movies are perfect for horror enthusiasts who are looking for something different this September 2024. Prepare yourself for haunting tales, unexpected twists, and some truly spine-tingling moments as you delve into these overlooked masterpieces. Number 5. The Dark and the Wicked. The Dark and the Wicked is a masterclass in atmospheric horror that delivers relentless tension from start to finish. Directed by Brian Bertino, this film stands out for its ability to evoke a sense of dread that lingers long after the credits roll. Set on a remote farm, the story follows siblings who return home to care for their dying father, only to discover that an unseen, malevolent force is at work. What makes The Dark and the Wicked truly exceptional is its slow burn intensity. The film doesn't rely on jump scares or over-the-top effects. Instead, it masterfully builds unease through its eerie visuals, unsettling sound design, and subtle performances. The sense of isolation and helplessness is palpable, drawing the viewer into a suffocating atmosphere that only gets darker as the plot unfolds. The performances by Marin Ireland and Michael Abbott Jr. are raw and deeply emotional, grounding the supernatural horror in a relatable family drama. Their portrayal of grief and fear adds layers to the story, making it more than just a haunting film. It's a terrifying exploration of human vulnerability in the face of something incomprehensible. Bertino's direction shines with its minimalistic yet effective approach, allowing the horror to creep in naturally. The use of shadow, silence, and carefully placed reveals makes for a chilling experience that keeps you on edge throughout. The film's pacing is perfect, never rushing the terror, but allowing it to slowly consume both the characters and the audience. If you're a fan of psychological horror that leans on atmosphere and tension, The Dark and the Wicked is a must-watch. It's a deeply unsettling film that doesn't rely on cheap tricks, but instead creates a pervasive sense of fear that sticks with you. This is one of those rare horror movies that taps into something primal, making it not just scary, but truly horrifying. A hidden gem in modern horror, The Dark and the Wicked is an unforgettable experience. Number 4. The Last Winter. The Last Winter, 2006, is an underappreciated gem that blends environmental horror with psychological tension, delivering a chilling and thought-provoking experience. Directed by Larry Fessenden, this film stands out for its unique take on the horror genre, focusing not just on supernatural elements, but on the terrifying consequences of humanity's impact on nature. Set in the frozen wilderness of Alaska, the story follows a group of oil company workers who begin to unravel as mysterious forces seem to rise from the ice, threatening both their sanity and survival. What makes The Last Winter truly exceptional is its atmospheric storytelling. Fessenden masterfully uses the harsh, isolated Arctic setting to create a palpable sense of dread. The expansive, desolate landscapes are as much a character in the film as the humans, and the constant presence of the cold, unrelenting environment adds to the growing tension. The film's pacing is deliberate, slowly building a creeping sense of paranoia as the characters start to question what's real and what's imagined. The performances, particularly by Ron Perlman and James LeGros, are compelling and nuanced. Perlman's portrayal of a hardened, pragmatic oil company executive clashing with Legros's more environmentally conscious scientist creates an engaging dynamic that underscores the film's deeper themes. Their conflict over the ethics of drilling in such a fragile environment adds a layer of social commentary to the horror, making it a film that is as intellectually engaging as it is frightening. What really sets The Last Winter apart is its ability to merge supernatural horror with ecological concerns, creating a timely and relevant narrative about the consequences of climate change. Rather than relying on cheap scares, the film taps into a more existential fear, the fear of nature rebelling against humanity's exploitation and disregard. The strange, unseen forces at work are terrifying because they feel like a consequence of our own actions, making the horror all the more unsettling. With its moody cinematography, eerie sound design, and strong performances, The Last Winter is a must-watch for horror fans looking for something different. It's a slow-burn thriller that not only delivers on suspense and scares, but also offers a reflective commentary on the environmental crisis. For those who appreciate horror with substance and depth, The Last Winter is an absolute standout. Number 3. Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Creepy 2016 is an unsettling and masterfully crafted psychological thriller that keeps you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Blending elements of suspense, mystery, and horror, this Japanese film excels at creating a tense, slow-burn atmosphere that gets under your skin. Kurosawa, known for his ability to weave chilling narratives, delivers a film that is both a gripping crime drama and a deeply disturbing exploration of human nature. The plot follows a former detective, Takakura, played brilliantly by Hidetoshi Nishijima, who moves to a quiet suburban neighborhood with his wife after retiring from the police force. However, his interest in an unsolved missing family case and the odd behavior of his new neighbor, Nishino, and unnervingly good Teruyuki Kagawa, lead him down a dark and dangerous path. What starts as a mystery soon turns into something far more sinister, as the layers of deception and horror begin to unravel. What sets Creepy apart is Kurosawa's expert direction, which builds tension slowly and methodically. Every scene is dripping with unease, with seemingly normal conversations and mundane activities laced with an underlying sense of dread. Kurosawa uses silence, space, and stillness to great effect, allowing the horror to creep in naturally without relying on traditional jump scares or excessive gore. The slow pacing heightens the suspense, making every reveal more shocking and disturbing. Teruyuki Kagawa's performance as Nishino is one of the film's highlights. His portrayal of the unsettling, enigmatic neighbor is chilling, striking the perfect balance between odd and menacing. Every scene he's in feels charged with danger, even when nothing overtly threatening is happening. Hidetoshi Nishijima's portrayal of the determined but increasingly obsessed Takakura is also powerful, as we watch his descent into paranoia and fear. Creepy is a brilliant, nerve-wracking experience that lingers long after the credits roll. It's a film that doesn't rely on cheap thrills, but instead uses atmosphere, strong performances, and a meticulously crafted story to evoke genuine fear. For those who appreciate slow-burn psychological horror that is as thought-provoking as it is terrifying, Creepy is a must-watch. Number 2. Lake Mungo. Lake Mungo, 2008, is a haunting and profoundly emotional psychological horror film that stands out as one of the most unique entries in the genre. Directed by Joel Anderson, this Australian gem employs a documentary-style approach, weaving together supernatural elements with deep, raw human emotions. What makes Lake Mungo truly special is its ability to be both unsettling and heartbreakingly poignant, leaving a lasting impression that goes beyond traditional horror. The film centers around the Palmer family, who are grappling with the sudden and tragic death of their teenage daughter, Alice, who drowned while swimming. As the family tries to come to terms with their loss, strange and inexplicable events begin to unfold around their home, leading them to believe that Alice may be trying to communicate from beyond the grave. What follows is a slow and methodical unraveling of secrets, where the lines between grief, memory, and the supernatural blur. One of the film's greatest strengths is its documentary-style storytelling, which feels incredibly real and grounded. The use of interviews, found footage, and news reports makes the events feel disturbingly authentic, immersing the audience in the family's grief and confusion. This technique allows Mongo to avoid the usual horror tropes, focusing instead on creating a chilling sense of realism. The tension and dread build gradually, not through jump scares or gore, but through atmosphere and emotional depth. The performances are understated but incredibly effective, with Rosie Traynor and David Pledger giving particularly moving portrayals as Alice's grieving parents. Their pain feels genuine, making the film's emotional core all the more powerful. Alice's presence is felt throughout the film, not just as a ghostly figure, but as a tragic, multi-dimensional character whose life and secrets slowly come into focus. For anyone looking for a horror film that's intelligent, emotionally rich, and genuinely haunting, Mongo is a must-watch. It's a rare blend of supernatural terror and human drama that transcends the genre, offering a deeply affecting story that stays with you long after the credits roll. Number 1. The Wailing. The Wailing, 2016, directed by Nahong Jin, is an extraordinary horror masterpiece that blends supernatural terror with mystery, folklore, and psychological suspense. Set in a remote South Korean village, the film is a slow-burn, atmospheric thriller that builds an intricate web of fear and paranoia, leading to a crescendo of terrifying revelations. What makes The Wailing stand out is its ability to weave together various genres, horror, thriller, and dark comedy, into a seamless narrative that grips the viewer from start to finish. The story follows a police officer, Jong-gu, played by Kwak Do-won, as he investigates a series of mysterious deaths and violent illnesses plaguing his village. As the occurrences grow more bizarre and sinister, the villagers begin to suspect the arrival of a mysterious Japanese stranger, Jun Kunimura, living in the mountains may be linked to the chaos. Jong-gu's skepticism turns into desperation as his own daughter becomes affected, forcing him into a race against time to uncover the truth. The performances are outstanding across the board, with Kwak Do-won delivering a gripping portrayal of a man slowly unraveling as he faces forces beyond his comprehension. Jun Kunimura's eerie and enigmatic portrayal of the stranger adds to the film's mystery, while Hwang Jung-min's performance as the flamboyant shaman adds a unique and unsettling flavor to the story. The cast perfectly captures the rising panic, fear, and helplessness that permeates the village as the supernatural events unfold. For fans of slow-burn horror with rich layers of suspense, ambiguity, and cultural depth, The Wailing is an absolute must-watch. It is a film that gets under your skin, challenging your perceptions while delivering a haunting experience that lingers long after the credits roll. This is it. Share your impressions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.